Most people believe getting rich is about finding the right investment, the right stock, the right crypto, the right moment. But that belief is exactly why most people never build real wealth, because the truth is far less exciting and far more powerful. Wealth doesn't explode because you found something special. It explodes when your net worth crosses a specific threshold. And that threshold is $100,000. If you're below it, progress feels slow, frustrating, and honestly a little demoralizing. If you're above it, growth suddenly feels easier, faster, and almost automatic. This isn't motivation talk. It's math, psychology, and momentum all working together. Here's the part no one tells you up front. The first $100,000 is supposed to feel hard. It's supposed to feel unrewarding. It's supposed to test you. Because before $100,000, you're doing almost all the work. After $100,000, your money finally starts doing some of the work for you. Let's break that down. In the early stage, your biggest enemy isn't the market. It's your income. When you're young or just starting out, your earning power is capped. You don't have leverage yet, you don't have rare skills. You're mostly trading time for money, and time is brutally limited. That's why saving meaningful amounts feels like running on a treadmill that never speeds up. This is also why so many people get distracted by returns. They obsess over beating the market, timing entries, or chasing the next hot asset. But here's the uncomfortable truth. When your base is small, returns don't matter nearly as much as contributions. A great year on $10,000 still leaves you in roughly the same place in life. The math just doesn't move fast enough yet. And this is where people quit. Compound interest gets hyped as the secret to wealth, but early on, it's incredibly underwhelming. When your investments are small, compounding feels invisible. You wait months, sometimes years, just to see numbers that barely move the needle. That disconnect between effort and reward is what breaks most people. But that frustration isn't a sign you're failing. It's a sign you're still in the setup phase. Think of your money like a machine that needs a minimum amount of fuel before it even turns on. Below $100,000, you're pouring fuel in and hearing nothing. Above $100,000, the engine starts humming. The same behavior suddenly produces very different results. Once you hit that threshold, everything changes. At $100,000, percentages start to matter. The same market returns that felt pointless before now translate into real money. 4 figures turn into 5. Annual growth starts to rival what you used to save in months. For the first time, you can look at your account and say, "This is actually working." But the real shift isn't financial, it's psychological. When you have $100,000 invested, you gain something most people never experience: breathing room. You're no longer desperate for every dollar. You don't need to force bad decisions. You can wait. You can think long-term. You can say no. That optionality changes how you operate. And better decisions compound just like money does. Here's where things get interesting. After $100,000, progress accelerates even if you don't change your behavior. Each milestone arrives faster than the last. The second $100,000 takes less time than the first. The third comes even quicker. From the outside, it looks like an explosion. From the inside, it feels like momentum finally kicked in. This is why people suddenly appear lucky in their 30s or 40s. They weren't lucky. They were consistent long enough for time to start working for them instead of against them. Now let's talk about how to get there faster, because this is where most people overcomplicate things. The first priority is control. If you don't control your cash flow, you can't build momentum. This doesn't mean extreme frugality. It means awareness. You should know, without guessing, where your money goes each month. Leaks are dangerous not because they're large, but because they compound quietly in the wrong direction. Next is income expansion. Early on, income matters more than optimization. You don't need perfect investments. You need more money entering the system. This is where skills, side hustles, and leverage come in. The goal isn't to be comfortable, it's to increase velocity. Every extra dollar invested early shortens the distance to $100,000 dramatically. And yes, investing still matters, just not in the flashy way people think. Simple, low-cost, boring strategies win here. Complexity increases mistakes. Activity increases emotions. The real edge is staying invested long enough for time to stack results on top of results. Debt is the silent killer of momentum. High-interest debt is compound interest working against you at full force. You can invest all you want, but if debt is draining your progress, you'll feel stuck forever. Reducing it isn't exciting, but it removes friction, and friction is what slows compounding down. As your income grows, taxes quietly become one of your biggest expenses. You don't need loopholes or shady tactics. You just need structure. Over decades, small differences in tax efficiency can mean hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is one of the reasons wealth accelerates after $100,000. The system starts working differently when you have assets. But none of this works without discipline. Discipline is the invisible multiplier. It's what allows you to keep going when results are boring. It's what stops lifestyle inflation from resetting your progress. It's what keeps you invested during downturns instead of panicking at the worst possible time. Here's the reframe most people miss. The first $100,000 isn't about getting rich. It's about proving to yourself that you can delay gratification long enough to build momentum. That skill matters far more than intelligence or luck. Once you reach this point, wealth becomes surprisingly forgiving. You don't need perfect decisions, you just need time. Even average returns applied to a meaningful base are enough to create extraordinary outcomes. That's why the first $100,000 changes everything. Not because it makes you rich, but because it changes the direction of the force acting on your money. Below $100,000, you're pushing uphill. Above it, gravity starts pulling you forward. If you're still in the slow phase, don't quit. That phase is the price of entry. Stay focused on income, consistency, and protecting your progress. Because once you cross that line, growth stops feeling impossible and starts feeling inevitable. And if you want more videos breaking down how money actually works without hype, shortcuts, or fake gurus, subscribe. The boring years are where wealth is built. Most people never survive them.